trailer and left town. We're going to find out here in just a second where Luciano is and why he left town.
This is the way you got rid of him, Jack. Really.
That's exactly right. Luciano didn't want too much. You know, Luciano considered himself a real bad boy, and I notice I got my Texas street fighting clothes on here now, because that's when you're really getting down to it. Luciano just took a right hook to the face right there, because now we're down to the point now, the referee's even got knocked. Hit the man so hard, knocked the referee down too. But I got the boots on, I got the spurs on, and we're ready to go. I'm holding that right hand of his, which he had something taped to it, and just punished him a little bit. And there's a chain come loose. The man had a chain taped to his arm there, trying to use everything in the world. There it is right there, a piece of chain. Now we're going to give him a little bit of his own medicine, Bob Fowler. We're going to see how he likes a little bit of that.
You must have, Jack, because we haven't heard of him since this either.
Well, you know, everybody thinks they're pretty tough wherever they come from, but, you know, Luciano never attacked West Texas before. There's a right hook right to the jaw there. I'm sure the man had a busted jaw after this, and he probably had to eat soup for about 3 or 4 months. Because at this point right now, I don't think Luciano wants him. Because you understand, a Texas street fight is a very serious affair. Because that is the way we settle things down in the state there. I mean, if it's a difference over a woman or some property or some money, or somebody took somebody's pickup truck illegally, this is the way we settle it. Because it definitely gets settled, because a man goes out there and fights. See, I'm prying his arm loose there. So, I mean, definitely trying to pry his arm loose from his shoulders, what we're trying to do. At this point, I get it down there, put the old boot on it. Let's see what happens right here. You know, the referee, but this is the way we settle things down where I come from, and I'm putting the heel of that boot on that hand, and I'm sure the man the next morning probably had a rough time eating a hot dog with that hand, because I'm sure there was some knuckles.
Smashing that.
Yeah, there goes another shirt, one of them Detroit specials. Pull that off of him, too. And here we go. Here goes the man into the ropes right here. And there comes a boot right to the jaw. And I'll guarantee you, if the man had got up from that, watch this. Slipping it off. I know this is
boot off.
This is a little bit nasty and this is a little bit dirty, but this is the thing what they call a coup de grace, right across the face. This is the same thing that happened to old Luther Daniels one night when he was messing around with the wrong person. Shouldn't have been messing around. Brother, when you put the spurs on him, when you put the boots on him, that's when Slim Gabriel comes to town, and he's the highest sheriff. Because when he comes down there, Luciano is hurting now, believe me. So when you want to finish a man off in West Texas, drop that spur right across the top of his head, give him a good old boot right between the eyes, put him between the goalposts, and he won't come back to town. And if he does, you better watch out because you didn't put enough on him. But there's Luciano. He is down and out. And from this point, I'm going to give him just a little bit more, because he was such a loudmouth and such a smart.
Yeah.
Well, I know that seems a little mean and nasty, but Luciano was kind of, there I go. You know, never should kick a man when he's down, but depends on what kind of man he was. Luciano was an extra dirty, filthy rat. He's going to get it one more time, right smack in the puss. There he is. He is down. 1, 2, 3. It's all over for Luciano, and I don't think we ever saw from him. I don't think we'll ever hear from him again. Now, Bob, I want to say something right now. I just got out of the hospital. The doctor didn't know what was wrong with me. Everything in me was shook loose. Something was out of place. He's not sure. And I'm going to tell you something right now. We talk about Valentine hitting. We talk about Wahoo McDaniels hitting. But you've never been hit, brother. You've been hit by somebody like Bobby Duncum. I'd like for everybody to see that right now, because here's the match I think that it happened in, because something come loose. The doctor, there's a boot right there. That might have been it right there when he shook it loose. They don't doctor know if my liver was separated or my backbone was separated or my shoulder. They're not sure, because this is the night Bobby Duncum and Mulligan got together. The man run my head into the post. You know, Bobby Duncum, you know, he's from West Texas. There he is, screaming and hollering for Mulligan. Get back in and let's fight some more. I got to admit right now I'm not taking it to him too much like I should be. But it ain't just once in a lifetime that you got to fight somebody like Bobby Duncum, because it's easy to say, well, I'd have whooped him, I'd have run him out of town, I'd have done this. But you ain't been on the receiving end of some of them bombs like that one right there. You get on the receiving end, there's another one right there. I don't even know where I'm at this point. I am down, and I'm just trying. I'm not alibiing to you. I'm trying to get out of that ring and get it all together and find out what town
He comes right out after you, too.
I don't even know whether I'm in Sweetwater, Odessa, Midland, or I don't know where I'm at right now at this point. There's a boot to the head. That Duncum, you know, he knows how to use them boots, too. He knows how to finish you off. I'm just trying to fight back the rest where I can. But I'm going to tell everybody right now, Bobby Duncum, without a doubt, is one of the toughest men I've ever fought in my life. Everybody listening to me right now, I'm okay. But every time Duncum and I have got together, there comes a chair. That might have jarred my brain loose. I don't know, some kind of thrombosis or something. That might have been the spot right there. Who knows? But I can tell you one thing right now. We've had 2 matches. Bobby Duncum was out 3 weeks after the first one. And after the second match, I've been out for 3 weeks. And I don't know. I'm going to be ready to go here pretty soon. So that's about 4 or 5 matches a year. Because we can't, I don't know if the people can stand it, but I know me and Duncum's body can't stand it. I guarantee you right now. Right now, I'm just barely hanging on, as they say, trying to get it together. I'm just fighting for my life. I caught him with a right hook. Duncum, football player from West Texas. Look at this. Take a look at these shots.
You guys are just trademark right
Well, you don't know till you ever get on the end of those things. I guarantee you. About that. That's a double. That's what's called a double KO. I think that's when my kidney come loose right there. I'm not sure. But something tore loose about that time right there. I almost fainted from pain. I'm climbing to my knees right now. Dropped the bomb to his heart. There's another one across the forehead. I guess Duncum says, hold it just a minute. He's trying to pull my hair out. It's still about a half a hunk of it, I'll tell you right now. So you can see that spot on top of my head. I'm just numb. I'm in convulsions. At this point right now, I don't even know what town, what county, what state I'm in. I'm just wishing I'm out there, and I'm going to tell you something. I don't alibi or anything right now. I'm wishing at this point that the match was over and I was somewhere else. Because I wish I wasn't in this match. But Duncum, I'm not going to run from you. This is a battle. This is a war. I don't know if I can stand up to the next one. I don't know if you can stand up. That's something that you'd better be wondering about.
I don't think Duncum thought you'd come back, Blackjack.
Well, he almost didn't. They didn't know exactly what was wrong there. The liver tried to attack the kidney or something. They're not sure exactly what was going on. But everything's back in place. It was shook loose. That's the point. Now, Duncum, what you better start worrying about the next match is you might get something shook loose. Because this thing is getting so serious between me and Duncum, everybody better get a front row seat to hear the screams. It may be for me. I certainly hope. But I guarantee you one thing. There's no lack for me and Duncum. Duncum is the guy that used to always bully. We never got together. Went through grade school, went through junior high, went through high school, went through college, played football again, all the way across, all the way down the line. I mean, knee injuries, I mean, heartbreak, the whole thing, all the way. And finally, they've got us matched together. You know, Duncum always stayed on one side of town, and I stayed on the other side of town. One scared and the other glad of it. But now they have finally got us matched together in the arenas across the nation. I'm not particularly fond of that. I'm going to tell you something right now. I wish at least the Texas State title was up, or Duncum would put something up. Because I'm going to tell you what, if I'm going to go to the hospital every 3 weeks, every time I wrestle him, I'd like for a little bit more money to be on the line. You understand what I'm saying right now? Well, here it is right now. We just all hugged up here together trying to get a break. What we're trying to do. There's the claw as my best shot. I'm giving my best shot to Duncum right now. He's got to go out. I think I'm going to pressurize him here, put him in that pressure. Try to stack that head like an old coconut. And we're going to see if he's going to come up.
He's going to go down.
Yeah, well, that's just temporary. That's a temporary situation. Believe me, because Duncum can withstand almost any. He is equal in everything I can do to him. I got to say that. To this point right now, everything I've done to him, he's done back. Maybe double. Let me win him double sandwiches. I guarantee you, Duncum, the time is coming where it's either going to be me or you.
You know, if it continues, Blackjack, there's going to be a time that one of you is not going to come back.
Well, that's just what I was just thinking about when I said that. I said it could be me or you. I don't mean that literally. But anyway, it could possibly happen that way. But Duncum right now is being pressurized. He's under a lot of pressure. I've had that claw on him for over a minute or two now. And the normal man would be down. The normal man would be counted out already, but he is still coming back. That's what's causing that old West Texas gut, that old West Texas curve. Because you see some of these wild countries over there that are running their mouth off, all these Iranians and everything. I wish they'd attack Odessa or West Texas somewhere. There'd be a little different story out there. Because see, we don't take all that mouth and all that stuff. But Duncum is up from the claw.
That's unbelievable.
Well, you wonder what I was thinking about this time. What am I going to do next is exactly what I'm thinking. I gave my best shot. Lifts the hand off the head, broke the claw. At this point right now, I'm thinking, boy, I wish I would have had a cool one. And I'll tell you right now, I get it back on him. It was a struggle. We're both tired. I got it back on him. It's on the knee right into the lower to the lower section. That's Duncum. That's what he'll do every time he gets into trouble, every time he gets in jam, low blow. That's all right, no alibi, that's fair. I didn't see it coming. That's okay. Here I am, I'm fighting it back, I'm giving him everything. Boy, he unloaded on me that time. He's got something loose again. Here we are, me and Duncum, we're out here fighting it out. I don't know at this point, I'm just so dizzy, I'm foaming at the mouth, have no idea where I'm at. I think the match ends right here. I may catch another chair beside the head. But I'll tell you this right now, Duncum and I fought until two men can't fight anymore. And if the referee stopping the match right here, but it's not over yet. This thing continued on. I'm down on one knee. Duncum's had enough, and I've had enough. Here comes one more big shot coming up here right now. Right there, whammo, boy, that should have knocked anybody out. If Duncum get on his feet, you ought to give somebody your best shot and they get up. That's really exciting, I'll tell you right now. I take the rope and I'm choking him, his eyeballs right on the stem, and he still gets up. I can't understand me if I'm hitting with everything I got left, and that ain't much, brother. Okay, and I'm going to tell you something right now. I am okay. Bobby Duncum and I, we're going to get together somewhere, and I don't know what's going to happen, Duncum, but it's going to be me and you, pal. And I'll guarantee you this. That every time we got together, people get hurt.
All right.